Okay, so I hate my hair. But who taught me to hate my hair? I would say society, colonialism. But honestly, I really don't like my fussy hair. And obviously, I didn't grow up like that. Where did I learn this from? I went to braid my hair the other day, and anytime, actually, it's not the first time, but anytime I want to braid my hair, the hairdresser always complains. She's always like, or they are, because I've gone to multiple hairdressers. They're always like, oh wow, this your hair is so tough. Now, wow, this one go break combo. In Nigerian language, just code switching there. Yeah, they're always complaining about how hard my hair is and how I might have to pay extra charges because of the texture of my hair. And especially, actually, it's the last one I made this hair. And they still made that comment despite my efforts to make it soft. I use shea butter, I use leave-in conditioner, but they still complained. And I just made me realize that something is very wrong. Something is very wrong with, I mean, I am in Nigeria. This is an African country. How can you not know how to take care of African hair? Like, does it have to be relaxed before they can manipulate it? Shouldn't we have products that ensure that our hairs are like well taken care of without necessarily altering it with chemicals? And I feel like the culprit of me hating my hair is this thing called a relaxer, a hair relaxer. It's actually a chemical relaxer. In order for us to wear our hair with pride, or for it to be breathable, we have to somehow strip it of its natural composition. I don't know. It just has not sat right with me. Probably because anytime I relax my hair, like after 2 weeks, it goes back to normal. Like, make it make sense. I've tried everything, and the funny thing is, when I relax my hair, if I try to keep it for a long time, I end up burning my scalp. But like the funny thing is that the hair might still be like frizzy, but my scalp is burning. So like there have been times where I'll have to just like sit through it because like the hairdresser is like, yeah, it's not yet relaxed, it's not yet relaxed. So I have to just sit through it and let it burn. I relaxed my hair last year. 2025, it's just last year. That just it feels weird to say. Anyway, I relaxed my hair last year in August, and that was after carrying afro. I had a big chop, is that how you say it? I chopped off my hair. Yeah, I cut my hair and it was like afro. I'll probably put a picture. I chopped my hair off and I was living my best life for like 4 years. I was carrying low cuts and I loved it so much. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much because I was able to control the hair. I would wash it like every other day. I would use shea butter, tea tree oil, a drop of tea tree oil, and coconut oil, and yeah, I could comb it. It was soft, at least to me it was, but while it was wet, it was easy to comb, and I just felt so free and like so. I think I've never felt that feminine. But anyway, I came back to Nigeria. I was like using or braiding kinky. Don't know if you know the hairstyle, because it's the only one that doesn't. That even if like the hair looks rough, it's also nice. If it looks rough, it looks like natural hair. Anyway, I was braiding kinky and I was like, I don't know, I made the decision to relax the hair because I felt I won't be able to wear any other hairstyle unless I relax it, because like you see these what they call it now, undergrowth. I think that's what they call it, undergrowth. These places, if my hair was relaxed, it would easily like go in when I comb it, and I don't even know how to do edges. Anyway, so I felt I won't be able to wear any other hairstyle, any other braid. I won't be able to braid my hair unless I relaxed it. So I relaxed it. And guess what? It did not relax. It didn't. The hairdresser said it's probably because my hair was a virgin hair, so I probably need to relax it again in order for it to become fully relaxed. But since I relaxed my hair, my guy, I have been suffering with wounds on my scalp. I've been suffering with dry scalp, flaky scalp, and I mean, I don't know if it's dandruff. Probably. Like I've literally checked online so many possible reasons why my scalp would have reacted, because my skin is naturally sensitive. So yeah, so it's been a lot. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. Like I literally had to go back to my coconut tea tree oil shea butter routine because my scalp has been so dry, and it's low-key embarrassing because like I don't want to braid hair and like when someone takes a glance they see like white flakes, like no, and they'll not be like I'm not clean or something. So I have been trying, and well, this hair that I braided honestly is what reminded me that like Chidima, you need to go back to your roots. So I'm not saying that I'm going to cut off my hair again. I don't know. I like the braid looks in, like I get to experiment. Yeah, I like the braid looks it gives me. I get to have like different styles on my head. So that's nice than just like one style, afro. But I would definitely be trimming my hair some more so I can get back to having natural hair, because I can't do this relaxing. I'm sorry, I can't. And I have to also look for a good hairstylist, like someone who gets me. Okay, which brings me to something I want to talk about. Now, why am I so mad that in Nigeria, of all places, we don't know how to take care of natural hair? Well, maybe places like Lagos might be more, I don't know, used to natural hair, because Lagos is just one of the most progressive places here, honestly. Don't know what. Anyway, in the 15th century, black hair was tied to social status, marital status, family background, tribe, and spirituality. Yes, I said spirituality. It was helped used to communicate with the gods, like the closer to God.
Remember that old saying, the higher the hair, the closer to God? Yeah, no, in a way, that's kind of true.
And only loved ones and close friends and family members were allowed to braid or manipulate people's hair, because it was thought that a strand of hair falling into the wrong hands or your enemies could be used against you. And funny enough, in Nigeria, we still have that mentality. At least I have it. My family has it. Like whenever we comb our hair and there's leftover on the comb, we usually flush it down the toilet. Though I've heard it can it can block or clog toilets, so I don't know. But anyway, that was the belief. And it's just strange to me how I would say African countries, well, I don't know about other African countries, but Nigeria specifically has devolved when it comes to taking care of Afro hair. Because, like, I don't understand, this was our culture. Like, even when when Africans were taken as slaves to European countries and America, they literally used their hair to communicate with one another, to draw maps through braids, and they would like design the hair in magnificent ways, that so much that the white women were threatened by then. I think is the Tignon law that was passed, which declared that African women should tie their hair in order to, because it was too distracting or something like that. So the reason was not valid at all. But the funny thing is that these women were creative enough to tie their scarves in a way that was like flamboyant and was so cool that it drew more attention to them. So like our hair holds so much history. There's so much history, and it means a lot. And it's just like strange how it doesn't feel that way, as someone who is in Nigeria. Like when I was in the Philippines, I struggled to find hair product that was suitable for my hair. That's why I had to just use the coconut tea tree shea butter combination, because I couldn't find like regular creams. But I come to Nigeria and the creams are like making my hair flake, because, well, psoriasis, shout out to the psoriasis girlies. It's heavily fragrance induced, so I react to them. I don't know what else is in the creams that I react to, but I don't see creams that are good for natural hair. Well, apart from the popular ones, and those popular ones are very expensive, like Cantu, I believe, is nice on hair. But that's Cantu and one other brand. Like those are the only two that I can remember, and they are not easily accessible. And maybe I haven't just explored the creams a lot, but so far, like what I'm saying is not great. Granted that only 3% of black entrepreneurs make up the black hair industry, ironic. So it's not surprising that most of the products that are marketed to us are not made by people that look like us, so the goal is always to straighten the hair to make it look more white. At this point it's probably the closer to white, the closer to God, because man, gosh. But it's funny because even here in Nigeria there's certain hairstyles that are more appropriate or work appropriate than others that are perceived as such. Like afro hair, for example, just combing out an afro hair and carrying to work will probably earn someone stares and queries as well. While I'm trying to prepare for this video, I kept on thinking, is there any other race that has to manipulate their hair as much as we have to? Like I can't think of any. I know like people with straight hair, they get haircuts and all of that, but I don't think that they don't have to like do as much as we do. Like we have relaxers, we have straighteners, we have coiling creams, we have attachments, we have wigs. And so I'm not saying like the wigs and stuff are bad, it's just that I feel like it needs to be reviewed, and we as a society need to go back to our roots, because like I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. I'm sure there are people who are out there that would disagree and be like, no, straight hair is like cool and I don't know, beautiful or something. I don't know. There might be people that are like, they also hate their natural hair. And so, but who taught you to hate the color of your skin? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Like Martin Luther King Jr. ate with that one, because seriously, where did that come from? Something that you were naturally born with. Why do you hate it so much that you want to alter it? And I'm saying this because I'm speaking from experience. I'm saying this because it's something that I can relate to, like I'm still thinking of ways that I can take care of my hair in a much better way. Does that make sense? Like throughout the half of last year, I was just wearing wigs. Because like I was so done with braiding my hair. And like when I was younger, I used to hate braiding my hair because it was so painful. And well, as I've grown older, like my relationship with my hair has gotten better, but after relaxing it, I just feel a disconnect. And then like being in that salon and hearing not just the braider, the people around as well, it's so embarrassing. Hearing them talk about like my hair and be like, "Chai, this your hair, blah blah blah." Are you sure you not go relax? I feel do blah blah blah. Just like made me feel less than. I was like, at that moment I just wanted to like chop everything off. I was like like I don't have to sit down there and listen here and listen to all of this. I could literally just shave my head off. I've done it before. It depends. I don't know if I'll do it again. I might, if I have like access to wigs. If I cut my hair, I could wear wigs, but the thing is that good wigs are expensive, so I have to be ready to like have a variety of wigs to wear. I don't want to wear just any type of wig that's like after you brush it day 1, day 2, day 3 it becomes sponge. So yeah, there's that. I hope my rant was enlightening. I hope that you don't hate your hair as much, because we have actually made some progress. I don't know about Nigeria, but when I say we, I'm also talking about other countries abroad, like with the Halo Act and the Crown Act, where they have banned discrimination of black hair in workplaces. So we're making progress. In Nigeria, I don't know though. I don't know, not so much. In Nigeria, we still have a long way to go, and I know people, or have a friend rather, who is part of this NGO that encourages wearing natural hair. So that's good that like NGOs like that exist in Nigeria. And I hope like we continue to speak up on it. And I hope that we start making products that are for us, for black people by black people, because it's only us that understand our hair, our hair type and how to maintain it. And because the funny thing is that these extensions are not even made in Nigeria, they're made in places like China and only know of China. Yes, I've seen the claims on the relationship between hair relaxers and ovarian cancers and other type of cancers in women. But I didn't want to talk about it because not many studies have been done yet to prove that like this is a serious correlation. So yeah, thank you for listening. Actually I wanted to go into the deep history of black hair. I wanted to talk about the Egyptians, the Jerry Coils, the first person that appeared on TV with braids, but honestly there's only so much a girl can do, and I love research, but I don't like cramming my research and coming to say it here. So I'd rather just speak from my own experience, incorporate some things that I read up on, and yeah, because I have like favorite YouTubers who do video essay content, and I don't think I tried to be like them, but I don't think I am like them, so I'm just going to do me. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.